This video contains discussion of real-life death, forensic evidence, and unresolved events. Viewer discretion is advised. This content is for educational and documentary purposes only. A burnt body, no ID, a coded notebook. In late November 1970, the tranquil mountain trails of Bergen's Isdalen Valley hid a deadly secret. When hikers discovered a charred female corpse among the rocks, Norway got its most perplexing cold case. Who was this Isdal Woman? And why had someone gone to such lengths to erase her identity? The answers, after 50 years, remain elusive and chilling. On the morning of November 29th, 1970, a local man and his 2 young daughters were hiking in Isdalen, or Ice Valley, outside Bergen. Suddenly, they stumbled on a horrifying sight: the body of a woman, lying on her back on some rocks, badly burned at the front. Her long brown hair was intact, but her face was unrecognizable under fire damage. Amazingly, the family saw no sign of a campfire nearby, yet the scene was grim. The police later noted the charred corpse amid fragments of burnt paper, a broken umbrella, a fur cap soaked in gasoline, empty liquor bottles, and a pile of her belongings arranged in a tableau around her. All labels and identifying marks on clothes and items had been deliberately removed, as if someone wanted to hide who she was. Bergen police sealed off the site, calling it one of the strangest death scenes they had ever seen. Police launched a full-scale investigation. The autopsy would reveal the shocking cause of death. The woman had been burned alive after ingesting a massive dose of barbiturate sleeping pills. Soot in her lungs confirmed she was alive during the fire, and her neck showed bruising, suggesting a blow or fall just before she died. Officers scoured the area but found no trace of matches or a campfire, deepening the mystery. 3 days later, detectives traced the victim to 2 suitcases discovered abandoned in Bergen's train station left luggage room. Inside were dozens of wigs, dresses, shoes, and cosmetics, all with their labels torn out. Even a bottle of eczema cream had the doctor's prescription label cut off. Police did find money: German Deutsche Mark bills, Norwegian kroner, Swiss and Belgian coins, and a pair of broken eyeglasses containing the victim's partial fingerprints. Crucially, one small notebook contained a list of travel dates and place names written in code. When decoded, it turned out to be a schedule of her hotel stays across Europe. The more detectives dug, the stranger it got. None of the empty hotel registration cards bore her true name, and multiple alias identities emerged. Names like Alexia Zerner and Claudia Tielt on hotel logs. It started as a good investigation in 1970, but then some strange things happened, recalled Ståle Hansen, the NRK investigative journalist who spearheaded a new probe in 2016. Even the prime suspect, in this case, an unknown victim, had vanished without a trace. Remarkably, no one ever reported her missing. The Isdal woman's past seemed deliberately hidden. Analysis of her suitcases showed she had traveled extensively. Train tickets spanned Norway, Germany, Switzerland, and France, and city maps and language guides, English and French, were tucked among her possessions. Witnesses described a well-dressed, sophisticated European woman. She spoke English with a clear accent and occasionally dropped German phrases. Hotel staff recalled her as worldly, but cagey, often demanding different rooms and sometimes disappearing for hours. One hiker even claimed to have seen her walking in the Isdalen woods, accompanied by two suited men, neither properly dressed for the cold, raising suspicions of a clandestine meeting. Despite forensic attempts to identify her, her unique dental work and jawbone samples were logged at the morgue. Her real name and origin eluded investigators. By one account, she may have been born around the early 1930s and spoke fluent French. Modern isotope tests on her teeth hint she might have spent her childhood in southeastern Germany, near Nuremberg, and teenage years in the Lorraine region of France. In 1971, she was buried in a zinc-lined grave in Bergen's Moellendal Cemetery, placed anonymously in hopes family DNA might one day be matched. Almost immediately, rumors swirled that the Isdal Woman had been some kind of spy. She had all the hallmarks: multiple identities, secret messages, and a covert lifestyle during the height of the Cold War. Speculation flourished that perhaps Mossad agents or KGB operatives had been trailing her. Some sleuths pointed to Israel's intelligence activity in Scandinavia, others to European radicals. But when her DNA profile finally became available, experts noted it did not match people from Asia, the Middle East, Africa, or South America, and most likely came from a person with European background, a finding at odds with the Israeli spy theory. Also, no living relative has ever come forward from the known isotopic or forensic clues. The police never officially charged anyone. In 1973, the case was quietly declared a suicide by carbon monoxide inhalation and overdose. The theory was that she had ingested phenyl barbiturates, covered herself in gasoline, and lit a perhaps a suicide ritual. But even Bergen detectives privately noted oddities. She was found unclothed from the waist up on the 29th of November, 1970, and the scene was too organized to be random. Some believe it was staged to look like suicide. Foul play remains plausible. An unknown assailant may have given her the pills and set the blaze. Other theories ranged from drug dealings gone wrong to sleazy cover-ups. In later years, a writer suggested she could have been a prostitute fleeing a secret scandal, though police reportedly checked missing prostitute reports with no hits. Even Bergen police commented on the case's many riddles and unanswered questions. As one NRK producer put it, Isdal is historically simple to understand, but story-wise contains so many puzzles and theories. Decades of silence finally yielded to science. In 2016, new tests on the surviving tissue samples isolated DNA and revealed her likely continental ancestry. Forensic chemists also performed isotope analysis on her teeth enamel. By comparing oxygen and strontium isotopes, elements absorbed from water and diet, they concluded she probably spent childhood near southern Germany and adolescence in the border area of France-Lorraine. These clues dramatically narrowed the search area. Stola, Hansen, and the NRK team pressed on with this new data. Now we hope the teeth can give us a geographic area. If we find out where she came from, we have come a long way. he explained. If we find out who she was, we have solved the case. That is the ultimate goal. Investigators even considered opening her grave for more DNA, but by law the case had already expired. The zinc-lined coffin and preserved remains await whatever clues modern genealogy can provide. Today, the Isdal Woman's story remains a haunting puzzle, a cold case that endures in Norway's memory. Her life and death have spawned books, podcasts, and countless theories. But as Hansen warned, the truth is hidden in the ice-cold shadows of history. The valley still keeps its secrets, and perhaps one day, a small clue will finally break the silence.